What's good, guys? Charles from Team COG coming at you guys here with a combo video showcasing what happens if we lose Elpy and some of the inboards that we can potentially get to. And this is a 3-card combo. You have to have Tracer or Quick Launch, or and then the combo extends off the other 2 cards that you have in your hand. By all means, it's just straight gas. That's essentially what it's becoming now if we happen to lose Elpy. But if you guys haven't already, check out the live stream. And we'd go further into detail on the test hands and everything like that, do full test hands and everything. So hop on over there and check that out. If you guys don't know, we did a 410 opening and I didn't pull anything that I needed. So right now we're just going to be making Draco Berserker of Tinny instead of our Borreload Savage. If you guys haven't already, hit that join button down below, become a YouTube member, reap your awesome rewards and benefits. I have one of the best YouTube communities that I think I've ever seen. And also, we are 2 away from becoming 10 members, and at 10 members, we're doing an awesome giveaway for members only. So better hop in there while you can. And without further ado, check out our sponsors in the description below, and let's just jump into this combo video. So you just go ahead and start out by normal summoning your Crusadia and making Magius. It doesn't have to be this right here. Arborea is just, in my opinion, one of the best Crusadias to start out with, just for the protection effect. You go ahead and special summon the Maximus, or any of your random Crusadias to get yourself the Draco. And then you then just go ahead and climb on up into your Link 2, which in this course is not Spatha because we don't have Elpy anymore, which is going to be Regulex, assuming we lose the Elpy, of course. Then we special summon here, chain 2, chain 1. We'll go ahead and add back the Arborea, and go ahead and add ourselves the Faithful Crawler. We'll then go ahead and link into Striker Dragon, which is a new addition. Striker Dragon will grab us, boot up Sector Launch, and then we just climb these 2 up into our Equimax. And then here, you go ahead and special summon the Arborea because we want to be able to negate Dark Ruler no more. And once we use this Tracer effect, we won't be able to special summon any other monsters but Dark monsters. So we go ahead and activate Boot Up Sector Launch. Use Boot Up Sector Launch's effects to special summon the Tracer. Tracer's effect to destroy the launch, to destroy and summon out the Magna Rocket or any other level 4 rocket of your choice. You then Synchro here and go into your level 8 of choice, which is which of course right now is my Draco Berserker of Tinny, and then we set Crusadia Crawler. So right now we have the ability to negate, if this was, well, not really negate because we don't, but if it was Borreload Savage, we'd have essentially 1 Omni Negate, 2 Omni Negate. We have the ability to play through Dark Ruler no more, and also Forbidden Droplets. With that being said, right now currently we're looking at an Equimax that would be 5,000, or it'd be 58, and once you actually sack off the Arborea, you have the ability to protect, and let's also not forget that Crawler will eventually get you a search for Succession or Guard Dragon, which then gets you into grabbing back, if you happen to open in this case with Maximus, for the 1 punch of the following turn. So that's not too bad really, considering what we lost. This is still not as powerful as Gameciel and Waterfront. However, it is still a very good going first. And then if you add Parallel Exceed into the mix, you just get an extra disruption. You can actually force into IP Masquerena and then use the IP Masquerena to tag into Unicorn, into an Avramax. That you choose. Even here, in this particular playthrough, if we happen to not use the Tracer here yet, we could, we get there's another line of play you can do. You can turn these 2 guys right here into your Unchained Abomination if you choose to play this card, and then you have the ability to fire off the Tracer during your opponent's turn, popping this to summon out the Magna Rocket, and then the Abomination can activate to target and send a card. And then on top of that, we still have the Crawler set. So then you can get a free pop with Abomination. And Abomination just says if your opponent breeds or anything, you pop a card. So it's definitely something that's super powerful in that sense. But yeah, so 3 cards gets you to practically 2 interruptions, which is not too bad. 2 very powerful interruptions. Right now, the current format, decks are mostly ending on 3 interruptions anyway. So I feel if this deck can pushily do it consistently, we're just as good as the best decks that are out there. So we'll go ahead and jump on into another combo. Alright guys, here we go. This is another 4-card. This is a 4-card combo. We just kind of added an Exceed. And then for the 3rd time, I'm going to show you guys just practically a monster mash of just a handful of monsters. And we'll actually exclude super powerful cards like Tracer in this and just give you a handful of Crusadias and show you what can happen. So with this combo here, this is just going to add 1 extra form of interruption. And yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. There is actually an IP Masquerena play that you can make, but I'm still kind of working on the extra deck here to see if we can even fit it in, to be honest with you. It is an IP into Unicorn, IP into Avramax, but I'm still just trying to get, working out the tinkers. And knowing my luck, I'll put in all this work and then Elpy won't get banned, and then we're just kind of where we are, So we're just going to go ahead and make the typical plays here, except for the fact that we opened up Paralytic Seed, which is one of the powerful cards in our deck. We can special here, go ahead and grab us here the Draco, and then the Paralytic Seed, which I forgot to set up here. Shame on me. Go here, and then we'll be able to play through the rock in this scenario, because we'll make the Paralytic Seed, make our Trap Tricks Rafflesia, and then right now we're sitting pretty calmly in the Boulder's territory. Then now you can just special summon the random Crusadia from your hand to make the Magius, and then you link here into, there it is, Regulex. You then special here, chain 2 to add back the Arborea, chain 1 to add the Crawler. You can then link, ooh, we almost messed up here, go link the Draco into Striker Dragon. And there are some cool lines of plays you can do, where if like you happen to have Striker Dragon and like you have Quick Launch instead, you can like special summon like this Crusadia back, and then use Striker Dragon to destroy this to add back the card that you just Quick Launch, so you get maximum value out of your Boot Up Sector launch, which you're going to grab here. So definitely do keep that in mind. So like if any of these cards, like if this right here was a Quick Launch, you know, like you could Quick Launch for earlier in the combo, get this to the graveyard, and then you can special this Crusadia or any random Crusadia add it back. Here, you Striker Dragon, destroy this, add this back from the graveyard, and then get full maximum value off of your Boot Up Sector launch. But we don't have to do that here. We can go ahead and link here into our Equimax. And then now see, we definitely have some line of plays that we can do. So we can activate Sector Launch. We can then special summon Arborea. And then we can Tracer, special, and then use Tracer's effect to pop the launch to go into, to summon out our Magna Rocket. And then, like I said, right here we have a few options that we could potentially go into. We can go into like Dawn Dragster here, we can go into Dweller, we can go into Savage Dragon, Draco Berserker. We can actually go into IP, and then since we have Crawler, we could have the ability to Unicorn spin a card by using these two to make IP, using the IP and the Arborea to go into Unicorn, while still being able to get the Crawler to proc off. Because technically we have one other card in our hand. And there's also something else I kind of thought about playing, is playing a World Legacy World Chalice, because Chalice can grab you, or you get the Chalice off a Crawler, and then once you make Unicorn, you pitch the Chalice, and so then you end up still getting to search for the World Legacy card that you want, which is super good. But for the sake of this, we're going to go ahead and link or synchro these guys into the Draco Berserker and set here. And again, we have 3 interruptions that we have the ability to play through the Dark Ruler No More. We have an interruption through Savage or the Berserker, and we also have the ability to stop something through Rafflesia. And again, like that's something else I've kind of thought about. So like imagine like you did make the IP Masquerena with these cards. Once you fire off essentially your Equimax or your Rafflesia, they're practically just free real estate for the IP to suck up and make into another form of disruption through the Nightmare Unicorn. So do keep that in consideration. And now we'll just go ahead and jump into the Monster Mash, where we open just a handful of Crusadias. Alright guys, so here's the third and final test hand. This is the Monster Mash. This is just assuming you don't open any of your powerful spells, such as like Chaos Space, Quick Launch, anything like that, or you don't even open any of the most powerful monsters, which is Paralytic Seed and Quick Launch. This is just a standard hand of full Crusadias, and I'm going to show you guys what you can do with this. So as we know, most any 2 Crusadias equal Avermax or Equimax with a negate, so let's just see what I can show you a full super powerful combo is right here. So we're going to go ahead and start by normal summon Arborea, because it is the best option we have. Link into the Magius, special any of your Crusadias from your hand to grab yourself a search for either Maximus or anyone. I'm just grabbing Maximus because it's level 4, and you always want to have it in your hand. So then you link these two here into Regulex. You special summon here, chain 2, chain 1, add back the Arborea, get yourself the Crawler. We then turn the Draco into Striker Dragon to grab us the Boot Up Sector launch. Boot Up Sector launch can essentially just be a discard fodder here, or you can hold it to hopefully top deck into a rocket. But right here we just link these two into Equimax, and then see, this is where things kind of get a little bit crazy. So we can special here and special here. Then we can, I think we make the what do we do here? Yeah, we make the dragster. Then, or no, we can do this and make the IP Masquerade my proxy for IP. And then we can special the Leonis. And then we actually have the ability to set. So then what we can do on the opponent's turn, because this adds a little bit more variation. If we were to do this route here, we would just end on dragster plus a set, plus a negate. So that's the typical play that you can always shoot for. However, in this scenario here, you can go IP with the Leonis. And then when your opponent decides to do anything, you just use IP's effect to get these guys. And then you go ahead and make your Nightmare Unicorn. Let me find mine real quick. You make your Nightmare Unicorn. Go here, use the effect, send in the boot up sector launch, descend, and shuffle, and then you also have the ability to fire off the crawler. You have a negate with Equimax. And if you so choose not to do that route, by any means, you can hold this and you can use just the IP Masquerena and the Equimax to go into Avermax. And that by itself is, depending on the matchup, can practically be game, because IP gives whatever he goes into non-destruction effect. But in the sense of like this, I do believe like in this play is the better play to go here, make the unicorn, pitch the free card you have, and then during your opponents you can fire off the crawler on resolution. So you still have the Equimax negate, and then you're always going to negate something with Equimax. And then you have the ability, because you searched out Maximus throughout the combo, to fire this down, Maximus effect to target, and then you can just practically go in for double battle damage, being a total of 58 times 2, so very much lethal. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below any type of things like you guys would see, your guys' plan if Elpy gets hit. I know a lot of people want to move to the going second variant, but I want to show people that there is hope. If you want to play like combo CRUSADE and play first, there is still hope. So please remember to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And remember guys, stay safe out there. This is Charles from Team COG signing out.